It is a sunny but cool 45 degrees, just tickling 10 a.m., October the 5th, here in upstate New York. I'm getting ready to take on 24-hour Comic Day 2019. Yep, so here we are at 10 o'clock, well, just tickling 10 o'clock, pencils to the papers on the Catatomic Studios 24-hour Comic Day of 2019. Be checking in a little bit. All right, here we are, 1 hour deep in the 24-hour Comic Day, so it's 11 o'clock on October the 5th. Going to take you around the room and introduce you to who's here at this point and give you an idea what we're working on. Bam!
Hi, I'm Eric Bryant. I'm a freelance artist, and today I'm working on, basically, if you've ever seen Band of Brothers on Amazon Prime, it's like a World War II story, and so I'm doing that, but it's kids shoveling sidewalks in the winter, trying to earn money, and then another group of kids tries to take over the territory, and so they're having like snowball fights and stuff, but it's very over-the-top, dramatic, taking itself seriously.
So if you don't make it, you can just have a snowstorm white out the rest of the pages, and you've still got a complete story.
The snow is helping me get this done fast, because it's just like a squiggly line in white.
Sounds like a total victory. All right, you're not completing a book, but...
No, I'm Russell Bretholtz. I'm the writer of Sidekicked for Darby Pop Publishing, and I'm actually working on the sequel to this book right now instead of doing whatever I'm supposed to be doing here. So,
Which is good that he has something he's supposed to be doing, because usually he's supposed to be working on his sequel and doing other things. And Juan is hard at work. His book right here is Defenders of the Realm, and we'll put some links up where you can check that out later. And way off in the corner here, Miss Alize, who's been doing this with us for a great many of years. And what kind of story are you working on?
I'm working on these teenage girls who are using a Ouija board and communing to spirits and stuff.
All right, based on a true story. Here we go. And I am taking a bunch of my passes and fails from previous 24-hour Comics Day, and I'm working them into some big multi-dimensional story where I'm just kind of spewing out a bunch of metaphysical nonsense that I believe in. Hopefully it works out. So we'll be checking back in soon, and that's all, folks. We'll be checking back in soon. So it's 1 o'clock, and the last 2 hours just went by a lot faster than the first hour. By way of cheating, I've got 2 pages done on the account of I'm using the same page twice with different backgrounds, but it's something. I have the beginning of my plot laid out, the end of my story laid out. I got to fill in the middle, but I decided to take a break from the creative flow because it dried up and to do some of the drawing mindlessly. And then I'll get back into the creative flow. The weather's warmed up a little bit more, and it's actually kind of decent out now. So still just trucking along, and we'll keep you updated.
are we in front of the bush and we see their heads sticking above it, or are we behind the bush and we're seeing them crouch down behind it?
You see them crouch down behind it.
All right, so we're behind the
Yeah.
Or are you? Your mistake is I bet you're coming at it from the side, so that we see the bush and them from like a 90-degree angle. Is that?
I'm trying to be like a movie director.
Yeah. See, don't. You see, the way you get rid of your background is by eliminating what's in the background. If they're behind a bush, then go fully behind the bush. So all you need to see is them crouched behind this green, with maybe a little bit of brown thrown in.
All right, so it is now 5 o'clock on our 24-hour Comic Day. Started at 10, so 7 hours deep, almost a full work day. Traditionally, been doing this every year, over a decade. I would start in the after work on a Friday and bang through, try to get it done on a Saturday and still have Sunday for recuperation. But it ends up this is way better. So 7 hours deep, still pretty energized. Traditionally, I like a full night's sleep. I always had a hard time sleeping. Now that I don't, I try to protect that. And I also still take naps at noon every day. I don't have graham crackers and milk first, but I probably should. So cranking along, 7 hours into it. I am on my 7th page. I still have some gaps in my my plot that I've got to fill, but mostly plotted out. Not 7 fully complete pages, 7 pencil pages, but I'm going to splash some inks. Some I'm just going to keep as pencils, and I guess it's a fair amount of progress. So even if I took some time to sleep and I refine things in the morning, get them scanned in, add my letters, I think I could do it. If I gets to the end and I got to get lazy, I can't say it that way because I'm lazy right now. But if I get lazier, then that could be the way. So I've been using some repeated pages, some repeated panels. Maybe I'll get to that. But I also find a little bit of a joy in that because I'll use a pattern design in a page that'll repeat through panels or repeat through pages, and kind of ties things together nicely, especially in these surreal type stories like I'm doing, which tend to be the funner ones when you're starting to get overtired and delirious and into a flow state. It is tickling 8 o'clock, 10 hours in, rapidly running out of steam, getting very easily distracted. Nicole showed up on his recess, too far, to watching some televisions. We've been listening to music though. We were actually very productive to start with, so we're only on our third movie because we're watching Kid with the Golden Arm. So, but yeah, starting to get a little distracted. Maybe it's because we got food in our bellies, we got some food energy. Maybe it is Nicole's fault for coming in and making hilarity and scarring us with horror movies. But we're trying, we're working. I'm still only on my 8th page in hour 10, so I lost 2 hours. But that's right. We're going. I think I'm getting momentum now. All right, so here we are. It is 10 p.m. on Saturday, October 4th, the halfway point of our 24-hour comic book day. So here we are.
Take 2.
At 10 o'clock p.m., October 5th. And we are halfway through our 24-hour comic day, 12 hours deep. Each of us I'm at 11 pages, made up by 13 pages? 13 pages. We're 13 pages deep over here. How's things going over there, Allie?
Good.
How many pages?
Finished.
She is finished with all of her pages. Once again, hit that completion point before bed. So, yeah, moving right along. I'm going to switch views here, and we'll take a look at some pages. Young creativity. All right, so moving along. This panel, the page is actually getting used for 2 different pages. Having a lot of fun with the undersea creatures. Was early in the night. Doing some little throwbacks to my original books. So, Witches, Wolves, and Fairies character. We got my Lady Meekum from my Omega Chapters books, and just getting into some funky stuff here. Gonna be adding some cool After Effects and Photoshop. Hopefully, I can do that within the time parameters. Yeah, so cartoonish fun. Yep, there we go. Look at that. A lot of good-looking pages, and they're ready to go if need be. And then he's looking to type things up and add some more detail maybe later. I got all the plot pages outlined right there. Yeah, still shifting. Look at that. Damn, that is productivity. So, all right. Looking good at the halfway point. I'm gonna go, another 12 hours. Try to wrap up. Maybe get some sleep. So let's see how it goes. Midnight about now. Not tapping out. Not giving up. Just take a rest. And, It's 5:30 in the a.m. and Eric and I are back at it. It's 7 o'clock in the a.m. on Sunday. I got maybe 15 pages done, so I just passed half. Not good enough. 3 hours left. I don't think I'm gonna make it. You gonna make it?
Almost there.
He's gonna make it. Gonna make it?
4 pages.
Almost there.
Almost there. They're probably gonna make it. I don't even think I got overly ambitious. I just stumped myself. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have an epiphany. It'll all come together.
last confusing page.
That's it. 9 o'clock. 1 hour left. I have given up on working on my my October inking pieces for the day, and Juan has 1 page left. He's got 1 hour to finish it, so he's gonna finish it. Woo! Alze finished and Eric finished. So awesome job on all their parts. We'll give a last check-in at 10 o'clock. And
I'm speaking. This is Eric Bryant. I am at Eric_D_Bryant on Instagram, where I will be posting this. This is my magnum opus, 24-hour comic day 2019. It's Saving Private Ryan meets middle school age snowball fight in a neighborhood on a snow day.
Alright, here's Alze's work on the EO Ouija board story. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that heavy base. Alright, front and back. So there's one side. Have to get the whole story another time. So Juan has finished his 24 pages in 24 hours using a mini book format, getting it all laid out. He did some layout pages, and then once the ball got rolling, just filled into the book. And he did this using his Defenders of the Realm characters for an all new story.